Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Episode 7 of Hunter Drama on Toast. My name is Daniel Stoddart. I'm the founder and CEO of Hunter Drama here in sunny Newcastle, Australia. We've got a great show for you this afternoon to lead you into the weekend. We're about an hour from the weekend, the long weekend here. Lots has been happening since our last episode 6 of On Toast. The world is a different place for lots of different reasons. We have found out that Hunter Drama will be able to reopen again, face-to-face classes starting from the 13th of this month, which is extraordinarily exciting. I can't tell you how excited I am just to be seeing people back in the Young Actors Development Centre. It's going to be a really, really exciting time. We can't wait to welcome you back. But we've also had some significant changes in the world, and we're going to have a bit of a chat to a really special guest very, very soon from America. It's our first international guest. She'll be joining us. Her name is Nina Meehan from Bay Area Children's Theatre in San Francisco, California, America. So we're going to be getting a bit of an insight into what youth theatre academies have been doing during COVID over the last few months, and how they've connected with their creativity over there in comparison to what we've been doing here, but also the climate over there at the moment. And I'm not talking about the sunny climate, but the political climate with the rioting and the looting and all of the dreadful stuff that's going on at the moment. Lots of people out there. It's a significant time to be alive, and we're very, very lucky to be here in Australia. We have a wonderful, wonderful, privileged life that we have. So we're going to have a bit of a talk about what's going on in the world as well. So my co-host, James, are you there? Come in, James. How are you?
Hey, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Great, thank you. Great. You're not in Sydney today. You're joining us from sunny Newcastle.
My little home office. Okay. Dealing with a plethora of technical issues, so bear with us today. I think one of the interstitials have decided they don't want to load, but we'll figure that out as we go.
It's a sign of the times. Things are changing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're changing the world. It's good.
Yeah. So we potentially may just have one more episode of Hunter Drama on Toast. Next week may be our last episode, unless we get people sort of screaming that they want more. We vowed to do this every week during isolation until we could meet back face to face, and that may be a reality after next week's episode. So we may only have 8 episodes of Hunter Drama on Toast, unless
some television shows only have like 8 episode seasons. I think that it fits nice. I like 8 is a nice round number. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. So what have we got in store today, James? We have.
I thought you were done with me. What do we have today? Well, let me tell you what we have today. It's the same as most weeks. We have 2 Hunter Drama students joining us today for a game and a performance at the end. Like you mentioned, we have Nina joining us from San Francisco, where it's like 11 o'clock at night yesterday there. So thank you for staying up for us. And we also have a very special tutor in the wings waiting. So maybe we should bring her out now. What do you reckon?
Yep, let's do it. All right. Please welcome to the stage, ladies and gentlemen. She's got a brand new fringe. She's looking great. Please welcome Allie Hodge.
Oh my God, speaking of sunny Newcastle, James, that was like lovely. Thank you. It's because I passed you on stage once, I think.
I hardly recognized you.
Yes.
That was the reason, Hodge. Yeah.
I love it. Thanks, Chapman. New fringe. And I watched it especially for everybody today. So
great. All right. Thank you for joining us once again. This is your second time on Hunter Drama on Toast.
Yeah, I was a guinea pig the first week. And it's different now. I had to teach the first time. And then you changed the format. So I'm thrilled to be back and just kind of like hanging out. And although I've heard that what we're about to do is a competition with everybody watching. So suddenly I got a little bit fired up and excited. So bring it.
All right. Well, are you ready to play? Are you ready, James? Are you ready to play, Allie? Guess who?
Ooh.
Okay, Allie Hodge, I'm thinking of somebody. Your job is to ask me questions I can answer with yes or no until you guess the person or until we get bored and I tell you who it is.
Okay, great. I can't wait.
No.
All right. Is she female?
Yes, she is.
Okay. Is she Australian?
No, she's not.
Oh, is she American?
Yes, she is.
Is she a movie actress?
Yes, she is.
Are you sure?
Yes, but that's not. It's not.
Not the big thing. Okay, so she's more of a TV.
Definite. Yeah.
So TV. Have they done on stage as well? Like, have they done some Broadway, or is it just the TV thing?
No, just TV and film.
Oh, now I'm worried. I feel like I don't know anybody. Okay, so TV. So are they currently in a series?
No.
Have they been in many TV shows?
Well, she had her own TV show.
Oh.
So she was in it like every day, yeah.
Ellen.
No.
Oprah.
Yes! Yeah, very good.
Woo!
Normally we have a picture to flash up, but James has got some technical things going on today. So congratulations, Allie.
Everyone knows what Oprah looks like. It's totally fine.
Yeah. So thank you for joining us.
Did I win? Like, did I win though?
You win. When isolation is over, you win a hug.
All the hugs. Thank you. Mwah.
We'll see you later.
Bye.
That was Allie Hodge, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we have another special guest, I believe. James, do we have a special guest? No, she's having technical difficulties. So we're going to
let's move on to someone else.
We're going to move on to somebody else so that she can get off this program and get to sleep because she stayed up very, very late. Please welcome from Bay Area Children's Theatre, all the way from America, our first international guest, Nina Meehan, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
Hey, Nina, how are you?
I'm great. I am so honored to be your first international guest on episode 7 of an 8 episode series.
Yeah, you should be. And I think we've got a nine people watching and everything. It's amazing.
If all my friends weren't asleep right now, they would totally be watching. But you know.
Yeah. So Nina, what have you been up to today?
Today, let's see. Today we are working on developing some new material for someday when it'll either be online or in person for Bay Area Children's Theatre. So some new shows and some new scripts that we're working on. I also I've got 3 kids at home, so I played some Unicorn Ninja with my 4-year-old daughter. That was a good chunk of the day. And
Unicorn Ninja, what's that?
Well, it's a game she invented. She's a different kind of ninja every day. She's sometimes a unicorn ninja, sometimes a snow ninja, sometimes an Elsa ninja. You know, it really changes day to day. You never know. And I also get to be a ninja. It's pretty exciting.
That's great. So I kind of jumped questions a bit. Can you tell everybody what your position and what your role is at Bay Area Children's Theatre?
Sure. I'm the founder and executive artistic director of Bay Area Children's Theatre. So I've been there. We started 16 years ago. And my main role is we do a lot of new musicals, and I spend a lot of my time curating and concepting new musicals, working with artists and developing story and really trying to bring a new musical to life. And then I do a lot of directing and producing, and then I sort of also am in charge of the company.
Okay. So what sort of things, which new musicals were you working on before COVID hit?
I was working on a show that Tim McDonald and Rob Rakiki had actually written.
Wow.
Yes, the amazing Tim and Rob from the JTF world, for those who know it. And it was a brand new musical adaptation of the book Uni the Unicorn. So it's such a beautiful show, and it's gonna come to life someday, just not right now.
Yeah. So did did I see that they did an online version of Uni the Unicorn?
We did have some fun with some kids, absolutely.
Yeah.
The music that Rob wrote was so great, and we wanted to make sure that we were sharing it with as many kids as possible.
Yeah. So as a creative person running the biggest youth theatre organization in the United States, what
Well, in California, at least.
well, it's pretty big. It's pretty big. There's an enormous responsibility put on people like that, and there's an enormous sort of pressure, and it's almost all of these projects like Uni the Unicorn and things like that you were talking about. There's some like a grieving process when some of these projects are not able to happen anymore, and it's quite depressing. So what sort of, as the artistic director, what sort of things have you been doing to stay connected to Bay Area Children's Theatre, but also yourself as a creative person?
Oh, such a great question. I completely agree. I think there has been a grieving process. I think there's been a grieving process for those of us who are adults who work in the theater industry, as well as for the kids who put their hearts into their projects and their shows and find so much community. But for me, the work is always at the forefront. So the second the shelter in place was put into place here, we immediately started developing something called Creativity Corner, which was basically sort of story drama and process drama with all these fun characters, little mini vignettes, and kids could actually, they would get a challenge at the end, and they could download an activity sheet and fill it out and send it back. So we've had that Creativity Corner going since like 5 days after the shelter in place, and that's brought a lot of joy. I mean, we just get all these emails from moms and dads and grandmas being like, thank you so much, this has helped my kid remember to be creative and use imagination. And for me, that brings a lot of joy and a lot of connection. And then personally, I also I do a lot of writing, and that helps a lot. And I do a lot of yoga. I love yoga. And that really has helped keep me calm and allow those feelings. I think all of us have had such big feelings through this whole process, and allow that to just be, because it has to be a part of that process.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's been some, I don't know about you, but I've found that COVID it's been like this. It's the curse of it is also the reward of it, I guess, as well. For me, I've really reconnected a lot with my kids who I wasn't spending a lot of time with. So has there been any, and that's been great for me. I've loved that. Has there been any sort of silver lining for you?
Absolutely. I think first and foremost, family time. I mean, I think that we have had a lot of opportunities to get to know parts of each other that we might not have ever even known, and really dig into play and dig into just really unstructured but fun family time. So that's been a silver lining. And then I also think that this is an opportunity. We have to see this as an opportunity for those of us in the theater world to push our limits, to think bigger than what we've thought of in the past. In the past, theater has meant four walls. Well, what does it mean when theater means connecting across the country? That's been another huge bonus. My TYA colleagues, that means Theater for Young Audiences, we're all connecting every single week to see how everybody's doing and trade ideas. When Creativity Corner came out, Alliance Theater in Atlanta blasted it out to all of their patrons, and then I blasted out they had an online production of Naked Mole Rat Gets Dressed, and so we blasted that out to our folks. So suddenly, like, we have this national grouping of folks who are enthusiastic and love theater, and that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. So I wanted to also ask Nina, we're over here in Australia watching the news over there with everything that's going on over there for you guys in America at the moment with the rioting and a lot of people peaceful protesting, but there's also on the flip side of that, there's also people breaking windows and stealing things from other people's businesses and stuff like that. The world was already on its knees, but this has kind of been a bit of a, sort of kicking the metaphorical boot in while we're already down. What's the feeling like over there for the theatre community in these times?
Well, I think Black Lives Matter is such an important movement, and it really feels like we're in a moment when things are changing for the better. And yes, there is looting and there is rioting, but mostly there is beautiful, peaceful protests. And there are people speaking their truths. And it's really extraordinary. I mean, it's an extraordinary moment to be in. And from the theater community, there's been a real outpouring of support for Black artists, for Black creators, for the company, from all of the theater companies, a real push to make sure that we are committing to equality and anti-racism in a way that it's been in the conversation, it's been in the zeitgeist for a while, but this is really pushing it to the forefront at a moment when we have to be redefining our industry anyway. So it's actually, I think the timing of it, it's not coincidental, right? This is a tidal wave, and that tidal wave of change, I really see a brighter future where we are looking at the world with anti-racist eyes, building towards equality. And to me, that's so incredible and so important.
Yeah. It's another one of those.
Yes.
Yeah. The significant change only comes through significant action.
Yes, and I will say, I mean, the impetus for this, the violence against the Black community from the police force, from the racist and the systematic racism in this country is heartbreaking, absolutely heartbreaking, and it has been for many years. But to have so many people speaking their truths, particularly on social media, it's at the same time an incredible. There's an emotional burden on the Black community that is unfair to have to tell their own story and relive that trauma. But at the same time, it's so important to spread the word about what is really happening. And so there's a lot of movement to make sure that the white community is doing everything we can in our power to educate ourselves about anti-racism. And I think that's also really important.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head there. The key word is education, I think, and there is a lot of people, particularly down here in Australia, we often feel, because we're in a different hemisphere, that we're removed from this, but the global community that is growing is, you just can't have that as an excuse anymore. You can't sort of sit in your lounge room and say, and watch this happening behind a television screen. You cannot afford to remove yourself from this and play ignorant anymore. You can't do that.
I think that was one of the most moving things to me, was to realize that this was not just an American thing, that it was a global movement. Seeing those protests in Paris, seeing what was happening, just all over the world. And I went, oh, this is truly, hopefully, a turning point for the better.
Yeah. All right, Nina, do you mind, every week before we say goodbye to our special guest, we play a little game. It's called the Rapid Fire Final 5 Questions.
I'm very excited. Okay, but so Rapid Fire Final 5 of your first international guest. I mean, this is very exciting.
It's our first international Rapid fire final five. So the way it works is I ask you a question and you have to say the first thing that comes to your head immediately without thinking.
Okay.
The quickest answer. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Question number 1. Who is your favorite Avenger?
I have no idea. I've never seen the Avengers.
Get off my show. What's the piece of advice you'd give to your 15-year-old self?
Love all parts of yourself.
Good. Next question. What's the best thing you've ever seen live on a stage?
Ooh. Come From Away in New York.
Great. Most embarrassing moment?
So many tears. Oh, whoa. Most embarrassing moment. In college, I was on stage in Guys and Dolls, dancing on a second floor, like balcony scene in the Cuba scene, and my entire dress fell off. Like just.
This might answer the next question. Nina, what color are your favorite pair of undies?
Pink.
Pink. Yes, great. Thank you so much, Nina, for joining us on the show.
This was so much fun. Wait, can I ask, why is it called Hunter Drama on Toast?
Because we thought Hunter Drama TV was a sucky name. So we
I love it. Thank you so much. It's been such a joy seeing and chatting with you.
All right. Take care and stay safe.
All right. You too.
Bye. Oh, that was Nina Meehan. She is amazing. I was lucky enough to get to spend, I sat with Nina for about 4 hours next to her on a chair at the Junior Theatre Festival in Sacramento earlier this year. And we adjudicated, I think it was the Blue Pod over there. It was absolutely thrilling. I learned so much from just sitting and listening to Nina. She is one of America's finest theatrical minds for young people in the country. So we are so lucky she stayed up late to join us. So thank you, Nina. All right. Next up on the show, we have, James, do we have our person that was having internet difficulties? All right. Bella, how are you, Bella?
Good, thank you, Daniel.
Thanks for joining us on the show.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. All right, so we are going to play a little game called Hit It, James. So you think you can act. All right, so Bella, the way it works is I'm going to call out some categories. You have to act out what you acted out as believably as you possibly can. If you get all 6 categories correct, you get $20 off your term fees. How does that sound?
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay, awesome. Are you ready for round 1, Bella?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. All right, so round number 1. I would like you to cry as believably as you can. 3, 2, 1, action. Amazing. And cut. The next, well done, Bella. That was amazing. 1 point to you. Round number 2. I would like you to laugh as believably as possible. Ready? 3, 2, 1, action. And cut. Bella, who's your drama teacher?
Allie and
Allie.
James.
Amazing. You're doing it. Yeah, they're doing a great job. Okay, round number 3. I would like you to act as though you have just accidentally wet your pants and you don't want anybody to notice. Ready? 3, 2, 1, action. Excellent, and cut. Amazing, Bella. That was fantastic. I threw that one in. James Chapman, come on down.
Hello. Hi. How you going? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Good. Okay, great. Bella, well done. Okay, we're going to do a new section of this game for you. Okay, so Daniel's going to go away and hide in his little cave, and I'm going to, instead of holding up some pieces of paper this week, I'm going to put some banners up on the screen so the whole audience can see it too. So, don't look, Daniel. Don't look.
Right.
Can you see that, Bella?
Yes, I can.
Great. Okay, excellent. Daniel, come back. Wait one moment. Wait. It's not going away. It's not going away. It went away. It didn't. Okay, perfect. All right. Bella, 3, 2, 1, action.
You're a goldfish in a bowl. You are
No.
you're eating something. You're off the screen. You're hungry. You're having breakfast, having lunch, having dinner. You're eating
It's always
a
an animal to start with. What animal does she remind you of right now?
Oh, you are being a goat. You're eating.
There you go. Yes, well done. It was act like a goat. Well done. Okay, Daniel, pop on back for us. Okay, Bella, this next one, it's an occupation, okay? I want you to do this for me. Got it? All right. Daniel, come on back.
Okay. Round
All right.
5.
Ready, Bella? Action.
Oh.
You can talk and make noises, Bella.
Okay. Very good.
You're a teacher, marking the roll. You're a judge in court. You are.
You just did it. You just did it. Act like a judge. Hey, well done. You said it so nonchalantly that it didn't even register to me that you said it. Well done. Okay, last one, Bella. This is the trickiest one as usual. Okay, this one is an action you have to act out. All right. Got it? Yep. Okay, Daniel, come on back. All right, Bella, don't forget you can use your words. You can act it out with vocalization like we teach you in performance troupe. Action. Whenever you're ready.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, not nice. Yep, not nice.
Oh, you've got food poisoning. You're going to vomit. You've eaten too much. You feel sick. You've saw something.
Act it out again. Bella. Do it again.
You're throwing up. Not vomiting. Nothing to do with vomiting.
Hey, Bella, start from the beginning again. Let's see the action actually happen, okay? So 3, 2, 1, action. Ooh, what happened then?
She's just seen something that made her sick.
No, something happened. Something went in her mouth. What was it?
Oh, a fly flew in her mouth.
Boom! You did it!
Hey, very good.
Well done.
Congratulations,
Well
Bella. You get $20 off your fees. We'll see you back at Hunter Drama, not this week, but the following week.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bella. Bye.
Thank you.
You are most welcome. All right, James, I think we need to keep the show rolling. Let's bring on our last guest, the amazing, the one and only Alice Thompson. Come on down, Alice. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. Where are you right now?
I am currently in our guest room / my office.
Ah, nice job, Bella. As Melissa just said. All right, so Alice, which classes do you take at Hunter Drama?
I take year 10, 11, 12 drama with James on a Monday, musical theatre with Allie Hodge on a Thursday, and senior performance troupe on a Saturday with James.
Yay! So you're quite busy.
Yes.
And what have you got for us to perform today, Alice?
Today I'm doing a cut of Stupid with Love from Mean Girls.
Okay, great. And do you know what key it's in?
Not off the top of my head, but the
have you done a sound check? Do you know the correct key?
I don't know, James. Is it all good?
Okay.
This is the first time we're using a backing track.
Yeah, I think it'd be really fun. I think it'd be really fun to do this song, but never actually perform it in the key that you've rehearsed it in, just for fun.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
This is the first time we've used a backing track over StreamYard like this, so we're hoping that this works. But I think that we're both going to, well, at least I will have to stay on screen, so I'll just be here streaming the music and listening intently, okay?
All right.
Criticizing every time you get a wrong note, Alice, okay? Sound good?
All right,
Okay.
here we go. Take it away, Alice.
Whenever you're ready. Here we go.
When I was 5, I fell in love. It didn't. He ran for me, literally ran for me. And being Kenyan, he ran fast. When I was 10, in love again, this peaceful boy. I waited hours inside his tender flowers, which made him laugh, which made me cry. By third year of crying, I decided I would be a mathematician. Math is real. I memorized a lot of pi because addition and subtraction and division would never make me feel so stupid with love. Because I didn't get it. I didn't get it somehow. Smart with math, but stupid with love. I didn't get it. I didn't get it till now. He's like someone on TV. He's like that guy who gives all roses to those women. His clothes is grooming, and he's a foot away from me with frizzy hair and shiny eyes that I could swim in. He's like in the room, and I'm stupid with love, but I can get it. Watch this girl self-educate. I learned math so I can learn love. You wanna bet it? That I can get it? Wait. Wait.
Way!
Hey, Alice Thompson, ladies and gentlemen. Alice, you were like even on pitch and everything. That was great.
Thank you.
Well, that's all the time we've got for today. Would you like to take us out, Alice?
I would love to.
Go for it.
Okay. Thank you everyone so much for joining us today on HD on Toast. We hope to see you next week. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.